Hello everyone, Darkovika here, and I am towing the line with this recording. My son is currently in his play set next to my desk, and I am absolutely just working off of the assumption that he will be alright with me recording this, which that's terrible phrasing for it, that he'll be content long enough for me to record this. Anyways, welcome to The Sims 4 Werewolves. Oh my god, I'm stupid excited about this. I am unbelievably excited. This is something that I've wanted literally forever. Like, I've wanted this since Vampires came out, basically. Maybe even before that, I don't know. I've wanted werewolves for a very long time, and I am unbelievably excited about this. So it says, life on the wild side, what big teeth you'll have, transform into a werewolf and embrace or fight your animalistic nature. Werewolf Sims will have unique temperaments and abilities as they experience wolf-specific life events. Alpha or lone wolf. Craft your werewolf identity. Were you bitten or were you born into it? Decide what kind of wolf you want to be. Find a pack to prowl the night with, or shun all that and try to make it as a lone wolf. Lycanthrope lore. Oh my god. You have to learn a lot about... You have a lot to learn about werewolves. Unravel werewolf, vampire, and spellcaster lore as you read books, discover secret tunnels, and interact with denizens of Moonwood Mill. Oh boy. Do we have any scenarios for this? I'm curious. Oh, it would appear that I have been proven incorrect by my hope. Okay, I don't think we have... So we don't have any scenarios for this, which is fine. I wasn't expecting any. I may have to stop recording so soon after I started recording. Oh my goodness, what did you do, baby? Okay, so, my baby had fallen over and I had to run over and quickly pick him up, and he's good. But I ended up not being able to really record this with like a proper voiceover, so this is a sped up character creation, and I was kind of going over the different hairstyles and trying to decide which one that I like the most, and I ended up really liking this hairstyle, which I picked for her because honestly, I was kind of surprised because when I initially saw this hairstyle, I didn't really like it. It seemed kind of thin, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. It would look right on the right head, which I actually think that I got the right head for that hairstyle for this character, but on like the wrong head, it seemed like it would just be too thin, too little hair, and the way that the bangs kind of floof up like that seemed like it could lend to a rather large forehead. So I think that's what I was thinking of. And then when I tried the updo hair for her, I didn't actually really like the updo hair on this character's particular head. So honestly, it was like, which is funny because like the updo hair was the hair that I was kind of looking, this hair technically, it was the hair that I was looking forward to the most in this pack. So I was kind of, it was kind of funny for me to use this hair that I didn't initially think I was going to like, instead of the hair that I definitely liked looking at the trailer and the live stream for this. So for this character, I kind of wanted to go with a grungy look. Obviously, I used items from other packs in this. I wasn't necessarily, you know, sticking to just this pack, even though I probably should have. But I also really loved those rainbow, like, dog tag earrings. I saw those. They, like, briefly showed them, and I was like, oh my god. It was, like, the only thing that I really regretted about using this long hair was that I really couldn't use the earrings. It just didn't make sense when the earrings were completely covered. It seemed odd. Also, the high top sneakers are probably one of my all-time favorite items in this pack. I messed around with the werewolf form for this character for a really long time. There was a part of me that wanted to find a way to make it look a little more feminine than it did. Unfortunately, as you just saw, I came to the realization that while messing around with the werewolf version of her, it completely messed with her face, and I couldn't get it back to whatever it was before. Like, I undid everything, which is what you're kind of noticing here. I forgot to unlink the werewolf form from her human form. So now her human form is just kind of a little grungier looking, which was really disappointing for me. I really liked her, like, original face, and then it, like, obviously when I messed with the werewolf, it changed her face around. She still looks really good, just not quite what I left off at. And then I kind of had this idea that she would be a little self-conscious of her frame in her werewolf form because it's so different from her regular frame. So the clothing would be different while she's a werewolf, even though that doesn't necessarily make sense because she's turning into a werewolf and her clothes are transforming too. But let's be honest, it's werewolves. It doesn't need to be realistic. So there you go. You can find her on the gallery under Adventurous Werewolf. And yeah, I gave her a little storyline. She's looking for answers. And yeah, basically her backstory is that she is a very adventurous, active sim. She loves being in the outdoors. I had this idea that while she was, you know, out in the real world, kind of adventuring around, maybe at Mount Komorebi or something, she was out in the wilderness and came across a fight going on between vampires and werewolves, and so kind of got in the way of that. And you know, following the fact that she probably got bit in the middle of this fight, she then immediately goes to Moonwood Hills trying to find answers about her new life. And so she's got no skills, she's got no history as a werewolf, like this is her new form, but she's trying to figure out the best way to live with this form and all of the tricks that kind of come with it and all that fun stuff. So that was kind of initially my idea for this sim and her backstory and, you know, what she's about. And I hope you guys enjoy her. Again, you can find her on the gallery. Originally, I had planned on naming her Robin because I usually do like this thing where I kind of save characters. Whenever there's a new pack out, I always make a version of Robin Hood. It's a weird thing, I know, I just do it. But she didn't really seem to fit the idea of like Robin Hood towards the end of it, so I just gave her a random name, which was Elena Gold. And then, yeah, so I think her interests are all like outdoorsy things. So like woodworking, or not woodworking, but yeah, I guess woodworking, or repairing, and then being outdoors, gardening, that sort of thing. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this sim, and I hope you guys are enjoying the werewolf pack. I will do my best to get more content out when I can. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.